Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I have a full Caraway home cookware review, demo, how-to, tips and tricks, like all of that. You'll be hearing about that today if you guys are on the fence of picking anything up from them, or if you maybe just got your set and you're curious on the best practices. I'm going to be sharing all of that information today, and I am collaborating with Caraway on this video so that I can tell you guys a little bit more about their products. So today I'm talking about the cookware set. They do also have bakeware and other kitchen things, so if you guys want to check them out, I do have a 10% link in my description box. Using my link is a way to support this channel, and I so appreciate you guys that do. I've been using this set for 3 months now, and I've been loving it. You'll hear more about it today, but I cook a ton. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I post my meals all the time, and if you don't, you should follow me. It'll be in the description box. But I've been using it for 3 months. I cook probably 4 to 5 nights a week, and that's not even including lunches and breakfast, which is even more because I work from home, so I am cooking my own lunch. I'm making my own breakfast like almost every day. There's even a little bit of recipe inspiration in here. I make a meal for each pot and each pan. Just wanted to show you guys different situations and different dishes and how they cook up in these pans. So I hope this helps you guys and even maybe gives you some ideas for your own cooking. If there's anything I don't cover and you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave them down below. I'm happy to answer them for you guys and help you out in any way that I can. But let's go ahead and get into it because I have a lot to say. This is the full cookware set. I have it in the color gray. Caraway is non-stick and non-toxic, which you don't usually see those two together. A lot of the non-stick products out there can have toxic coating on them, so I feel really amazing about using these. And they're ceramic coated, they're easy to clean, they heat evenly, but because of all of these amazing features, there are a few things that you guys need to know about using them, so that's kind of what I'm going to go over today. Since these pans are on the thinner side, they heat evenly like I mentioned, and for that reason you can't turn up the heat too high. They do suggest low to medium heat, and I was a bit worried about that at first because I thought, okay, like what if I want to just get the water boiling, I want to get things going, how is it going to heat up fast enough? You will be surprised at how quickly things heat up and how hot it actually does get. I can say that with experience. So your next question might be, is it oven safe? Because that is something that I wondered too when I heard that you couldn't go above medium heat. Actually, they all are oven safe up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit. So really excited about that because they can become multi-use. I do suggest that you avoid cooking sprays, which I actually didn't realize until I was, doing some extra research for this video. I don't typically use aerosol cans or cooking sprays anyways. I mainly stick to olive oil or butter. And because of the ceramic coating, you don't want to use any metal utensils. You want to stick to wood, silicone, plastic, just the softer spatulas and things like that, because you don't want to scratch anything because it is a little bit more sensitive in that area. So I just stick to using my silicone spatulas and everything has been totally fine. And one of the most important rules that I think will save you guys a lot of trouble is letting your pan or pot cool completely before washing it. So I usually just move my pot or my pan to the side after I'm done cooking. I just put it on one of those cork trivets before so that they can cool away from the stove. The sudden temperature changes is what's going to cause damage to your pan. You could even crack your pan. If you went and put your scalding hot pan under the cold water, if you guys are just like moving quickly and washing everything really quick, sometimes when you do that and all the steam goes up, maybe you didn't even realize your pan was still hot. You just want to be extra safe with this and keep it to the side until maybe you're done with all your dishes and then do these pans last. And while I'm talking about the cleaning aspect, they do recommend that you stick to hand washing instead of dishwashing. They don't explicitly say no dishwasher, but they do just recommend that you hand wash because it will keep your pans looking nicer longer. It will make them last longer. It's just their recommended cleaning. And some of you might be avid dishwasher users. I'm actually not. I haven't used a dishwasher in so long. Like I actually don't know if I've ever used it in my adult life. I think you will still be pleasantly surprised how easy these wash. I'm going to give you guys a whole demo on each of these pans so you'll see how easily things come off. All of these might seem like, oh, there's so many rules to these pans, and I felt kind of the same way when I got them. I was reading the little pamphlet and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna destroy these pans. Like I have to be so careful. But after just reading them and kind of like reminding myself and checking back and making sure that I was doing everything correctly, I don't even think about it anymore. I just know that this is the way that I care for my pans. It's kind of just become second nature, and that is honestly part of the reason I'm breaking all this down for those of you guys, because it might be a little bit easier to hear someone explain it rather than just reading it on their website or reading the little info card when you get it in the mail. Those are just some general rules of thumb to remember while you're using it. Now into the details on each of these pieces. So we have the 4.5 quart sauté pan. This is probably the pan I would recommend the most out of everything in this video. Just if you were considering, what you maybe wanted to buy one piece from Caraway instead of the whole set. I think this is the most versatile pan and what you would get a ton of use out of. You can fry in it, you can saute in it, you can cook rice, like all kinds of things. This is also a great one to make a one pan meal in the oven because it does have the higher sides, so you do have a little bit more room and more volume that you could put in there. So this is the fry pan versus the saute pan, just so you guys can see the size difference. Obviously the saute pan has sides that come up a little bit higher, and that I really like because you do feel like you can fit a lot in there. Okay, for the saute pan, I'm actually frying up some chicken schnitzel, which is one of my favorites. This is a gluten-free one, and the recipe's on my Instagram if you guys are inspired, but yikes, this is what the pan looks like. This is all the oil removed. This is all just the little like crusty bits that have gotten in there throughout the batches of frying. And look at how easy it just washes right off. Like, that's a dream. I feel like on my other pans, I probably would have wanted to soak it, but this came right off. Everything came off so easy. So that's just the magic of the non-stick. This is probably one of my most used pans because this is like my egg pan. I have the 10.5-inch fry pan. The handles are metal, but they don't get piping hot when you're cooking. You are still able to maneuver the pan and use the handle. Just don't go past the ridge because that's when things heat up. For the fry pan, I'm making my breakfast because I told you guys I use this for breakfast the most, for eggs and for things like that. I'm just making a little gluten-free sausage sandwich. I'm frying up an egg. I'm making my sausage. This is what my breakfast sandwich looks like. This is the Canyon Bakehouse Heritage bread for my gluten-free girls. But this is what happens when I go to wash it. So I'm just doing water. And then I'm just taking my sponge. I don't even have soap on it yet. I just wanted to show you guys how easily it scrubs off. I didn't need to, you know, hit it with super hot water or a ton of soap or let it soak or anything. And it came off pretty easy, especially for like, you know, some caked on cheese. But yeah, looks brand new. Next up, we have the 3-quart saucepan. I feel like I use it constantly. I use it for rice. I use it for oatmeal. That's actually what I'm going to be doing today for you guys in the demo. But another most used one for me when I'm cooking something for myself, because it's on the smaller side compared to the Dutch oven that I'll show you guys in a little bit. But this one's really nice. You know, same features as all the other pans, and I've been using this one a lot, and it still looks brand spanking new, which is good. The saucepan does have its own lid. The only pot and pan that have to share a lid is the Dutch oven and the fry pan. Those two are the same size, so that lid is interchangeable. For the demo of my saucepan, I'm making my oatmeal, which I make a lot during the week. And I do feel like in my other saucepans, the oatmeal would get so caked on, it would be like kind of a few hour soak kind of situation. And this is just not the case for this. So this is what it looks like after, you know, letting it cool and taking out all of the oatmeal. And it really just rinses right off with just water. I obviously turn on the water to the higher pressure, and that usually helps it get everything off a little bit better, but I haven't even put any soap on, and it pretty much has everything off. It's definitely easier to clean than I think you would assume. Maybe if you're thinking I would rather just put it in the dishwasher. This took me, you know, 2 minutes, and it's, I don't think, really too big of a deal, but who knows, because I also don't even use a dishwasher, so I don't know any different. But I really love this pan. It's a great one to have. Next up, we have the Dutch oven, and I actually love this. I was so happy this was included in the kit. It's a 6.5-quart Dutch oven. I've actually had a Dutch oven on my list that I've been needing to buy for a while now. It's so versatile. You can use it for so many things. You can put it in the oven just like the rest of these pots and pans. Great for pasta, great for soup, great for chili, which is what I'm going to be making today. And this is the size comparison to the saucepan. Obviously, the saucepan is 3 quarts and the Dutch oven is 6.5 quarts. And it's just great if you're making a lot of food, if you are cooking for, you know, a lot of people. I think it is also important to say that I have an electric stove. Just so you guys know, I don't have a gas stove. I'm not sure if there's, you know, any difference in, you know, the wear on the pots and pans on either of those. Obviously, on a gas stove, you're on more of a flame, and the electric stove, you're on just like a heated surface. My brother-in-law actually has this set as well, and he has a gas stove. They've actually had them longer than me, and his still look amazing too, and they do a lot of cooking over there as well. But I just wanted to mention that in case you guys are curious about that. For the Dutch oven, I'm making chili, which is one of my favorite meals. I'm giving you guys some meal ideas in this video as well. I'll have this recipe on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. And it cooked up so nicely in here. I had it sitting on the stove for hours while it cooked. And this is what it looked like when it completely cooled and it was ready to be washed. Kind of looks like a nightmare, like yikes. And again, on a previous pan, this would have been a situation where I let it soak probably overnight because especially for dinner, it's like I don't want to deal with washing it. But if you look at this, it literally comes off so easy. There's definitely some like, you know, spots around the side that I'm gonna have to do a little extra water on, but for the most part comes off so easy, especially for something that had been sitting there cooling for probably about an hour anyways, because I kind of just let it sit there for a little bit. You would think it would get even more stuck on there. This is what it looks like when it's fully clean. Still looks brand new. And this is the storage system. Each pot and pan comes with its own little compartment. So there's a total of 4 and they are magnetic. So I really love how just like they stack together like this. It's so nice. You can just grab from your cabinet and it's just so easy. You can see everything. Everything has its own spot. I'm very big on organization, so I definitely appreciate this detail. They also do have a lid holder. I unfortunately wasn't able to use it because it was a little too long for my cabinet. So I just have my lids stored on the side. I was a little bit bummed about that because I really liked the system and just, you know, having the lids hung up was such a nice idea. But aside from that, I would genuinely recommend these pans to you guys. Trust me, I would not be wasting my time making this video if I didn't, even if I was working with a brand. Just not how I roll at all. I'm actually recommending these to my niece who's moving into her first apartment for college, and she basically needs everything, and just getting this set, it's one and done. You just get basically everything you need for the kitchen, and it's honestly a really great price. If you compare it to different kitchen sets, the price is on point. Just wanted to share that. I know my subscribers know the deal around here. I don't recommend things that I don't love, but I have really been enjoying them. I will continue to share cooking with these on my Instagram and my what I eat in a days, and I will share updates if there is any. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys found it helpful and learned some useful information for the cookware set if you guys already have it, or if you're thinking about purchasing it. I hope this helps you make a decision in some way. I wanted to include meals in this video because I just think it's more practical to show how things actually cook up and how they come out and how it washes off. And like I said, if you have any questions for me, please leave them below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you guys here, and I do videos on gluten-free cooking. If you guys liked anything that you saw here today, I do a lot of what I eat in a days and a lot of just food-based content on my Instagram as well, and I do lifestyle and fashion, so there's kind of a little bit of something for everyone here. So yeah, thank you for watching and stopping by. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.